What's going on? Today, we're going to talk about marketing. It's the secret sauce and how to make your business spit cash like an ATM. Very, very important stuff here we're going to talk about today. You have many people who are out here trying to borrow money. They're trying to get their funding correct, trying to get loans, trying to extend their capital reserves, trying to get this money, right? Well, money is a finite thing. And you become okay or good with getting money. And we're going to talk about that. You still need to learn how to market. Like when you say marketing, everyone thinks you're talking about Facebook ads, or that is part of marketing. Marketing is such a widespread thing. The logo you use, your presentation, your pitch, all that goes to marketing. So marketing is much deeper than Facebook ads. Because I'm getting ready to launch some more Facebook ads because I've launched a light campaign that's doing very well. Got my page up to 8,000, almost 9,000 likes within a week. And I've launched a free ebook campaign that's doing kind of okay. It's not setting the world on fire, but it's working and I'm getting emails. So essentially, to market, you got to understand marketing is a marathon. There is not like you're not going to release this one ad like, Popeyes, like what we talked about yesterday. We have no clue to how many times that Popeyes has tried something like this and it didn't work. And typically that's the case. You have someone who's in the marketing department. It's like, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this. And it doesn't work. So what I'm saying is you need to go ahead and learn how to market. And the best to start off with where you are right now. Because, I've been thinking, running all those Craigslist campaigns was marketing. Writing all those Craigslist ads, copy, going back, checking headlines, putting a little tweak. Like, give you an example. Paying attention to what your customers are doing will help you with your marketing. I noticed that, I would talk to customers when they came in the warehouse, and I noticed that we had a lot of single women moving to town shopping for furniture. So I started crafting ads to that demographic. Started working. Hey, you're a single lady, new in town. Well, if you're looking for some nice furniture, we will deliver it for the cost of the furniture. So we made delivery inclusive. They would come in, they check the ads out, they will buy, and they get the stuff delivered. So marketing is observation, it's activity, but it's also getting results. Because one of the things that you got to do to keep you motivated is get results. And writing all those Craigslist ads taught me a lot about marketing, how it matriculates to digital marketing. Because the Craigslist ads were digital marketing, but they were real basic. I just had to pay attention to what people were paying attention to, learn how to write these ads a certain way. But that background gives me an advantage when it comes to Facebook ads because I'm sitting here, in my group. You got people out here who are hired to run Facebook ads with these really small budgets. And let's talk about this. If you think that you're going to set the world on fire on $5 a day with Facebook ads, probably not going to work. You need $1,500 to about $3,000 per month just to start testing. And this is why you test. Like, I'm getting ready to do another free audiobook ad because, all right, I'm seeing how my stuff works. Like the light campaign, that's dialed in. That's going the way that I want it to. But the other ones, my cost of acquisition is entirely too high. So I got to go back to the drawing board. And Facebook is already telling me that one of the reasons that my ad isn't delivering is there's a lot of text in it. And so I got to go ahead and fix that. But you guys should really focus on learning how to market more so than getting money. Because if you could become good enough at marketing, you could market someone else's product and make money today. Get money in your checking account. This is how important marketing is. To me, good marketing skills are more important than getting seed capital, because if you can become a really good marketer, when you do get that seed capital, you'll be able to get $10 back for every dollar that you spend. Whereas if you go ahead and get that seed capital and just don't know how to market, you may spend $1, you might get $2 back. You may spend $1, you may get 50 cents back. So it's very important that you learn how to market. And this is one of these streams where, I talk about the important stuff in the business that a lot of folks don't show up. You got people who need a saucy or salacious title to be pulled in. This right here is the juice, baby. If you learned how to market well, you are guaranteed money. Marketing is so many things. It's more than buying Facebook ads, because you've got to build the ad. So let's say you had a budget of $1 million and you went on Facebook. That gives you enough money to do a lot of testing, because you could spend probably $10K and get where you need to get from a testing standpoint, because you don't want to roll a lot of money into an ad before you test it. Because let's say you go ahead, you launch 5 ads. Then one is doing better than the other 4. You divert your budget to that one. That's the importance of testing, because right now I'm in the big testing phase. I got some more stuff to do tonight. Your boy Rich, do you know anything about cost per acquisition marketing? Yeah. See, and this is not a question that I can answer in this stream, because there's so many components that need to be, because this is what I'm talking about. Because, when you say marketing to most people, they think Facebook ads. They don't really get into the complexity of marketing and constructing ads, because a big thing is you got to get your ad approved. So you've got that, and then you've got to build it where it resonates with people. Because let's say, you had a budget, $20,000, you know what you were doing, and you were buying Facebook ads, more than likely you would not make any money. I am not dealing with affiliate networks. Like, I'll put it out here. If you become really good at marketing, you could take an affiliate offer and make some money. But I'm a creator, so I like creating my own products. Get the SEO work as a stabilizer. Yeah, because this is a good point. Let's say you have a blog and you're running some traffic to your blog. SEO matters greatly, because this is how Google works. So you've got your stuff, you got it SEO'd down properly. Google's going to ignore your blog for a minute. But this is where marketing and SEO works very well. Once you start having a lot of traffic come to your blog, this is going to wake up Google, and Google be like, oh, what's this? And then that's when your SEO is going to kick in. I don't deal with FISO graphics when it comes to marketing. I deal with people and I deal with offers. But once again, you need to learn how to market more so than you need to learn how to get money. Because let's say you get the money, you max out your 750 credit score, you get this line of credit, you get this 0 interest credit card. The average person with a 750, if they know what they're doing, can get up to 250 to perhaps $500,000. But getting to 500K in funding sources is going to be pretty rare. So let's say you're the average American, you get up to 200K in unsecured credit cards, loan sources, lines of credits. You get all that. You got that 200K, but you don't know how to run a business. You don't know how to market. So once you spend that 200K and you don't get it back quickly, now you have this huge bill. And let me go ahead and just tell you something. When you owe business credit 10, 20, 30, 45, the bank's coming after you. They ain't gonna like your personal credit card, we're gonna let you slide. We ain't gonna do nothing. Matter of fact, many personal credit card companies are coming after people in court. So once again, you got this money. You didn't use it for its intended purpose, which is wire fraud. Yeah, so they'll get you on that. So you can't bankrupt out of that. So these companies will be able to dog you for life. Take your tax refund. Anytime you get a little money, shoot, they come in and take it. Jonathan Phillips, SEO saved me on my drop shipping business. SEO is very important. It doesn't work like it used to be. Good SEO can get your site discovered, but now until your site starts getting some traffic, then it really wakes up. But you need good SEO. So hierarchy of needs as it relates to business is learning how to market is primary number one. Absolutely, Christian. I'm here to tell you, if you can learn how to market, you can get all the money you need. Because once you learn how to market, once you learn how to make sales, once you learn how to put stuff out there, then you will get that money back plus additional money that you can put into more marketing to make more money. Like I said, one of my goals is to become very proficient at Facebook ads, and I'm giving myself 2 years to do it. So I know I'm going to spend some money because I keep looking at people who are spending like a few $1,000. They're not making enough money. But every time I hear somebody, we spent $1 million on Facebook ads, we made 7 to 10 million. I keep hearing that over and over again. And from what I've learned is with a budget that large, you could do a lot of testing and you can dial your ads in. And once your ads dialed in and it's converting, you can start throwing money at it. And that's why they make all this money. So many people are working with insufficient budgets because I spent, and I'm just playing around, I spent $1,300 on the likes campaign because I'm getting those at about 20 cents a head. And I spent about $350 on some other tests that didn't work out because typically you can tell very quickly if it's going to work or not. So I just kill those, $30 here, $20 here. And the testing is very, very important. Rod for real estate, thanks, Chief, for teaching us a well-rounded approach to business. People need to know this stuff and take action. Absolutely. Because you got folks out here who are trying to get all this funding money, but they don't know how to market. They don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to set up proper legal structure. And, money hides many blind spots and deficiencies. I noticed Instagram don't like affiliate links. See, Instagram is very intriguing. So it's copywriting for copywriting, because if there was two skills you had to learn in starting an online business to get this Wi-Fi bread, I would say marketing and copywriting, because the two go together. Because when I was writing all those ads for Craigslist, I noticed that the better my copy got, the more sales I made. Because at first I was just writing simple stuff. Then I started putting a little personality into it, being more intentional. Jonathan, seen dudes with black cards spend $250K. Our return of investment $850. Didn't like high margins on FBA. What? If he spent $250 and he made $850, he made $600K. That's actually good. Marvin's Market. So put the most money behind the ads that work after you test. Exactly. And you're going to spend a lot of money testing. Because the thing is, your testing is going to go better if you use multiple ads. And typically, you need to let the ads run for a week. Unless it's just a disaster and you can see it's not going to work out. Jonathan, if I spend $250K, I want $5 million in ROI. That ain't gonna work, bro. Because the thing is, the more you spend, the bigger your blowback effect has. $250 and getting $5 million. I've seen a lot of Facebook. I've not seen that happen. I've never seen anyone do that. Your boy Rich, what are some good products to market online? Anything you want to market. Because see, when you ask me a question like, what are some good products? It's like you want me to do your heavy lifting. Go to the Google machine, figure out what you want to sell, and then do that research on that marketplace. I mean, $250K spent and getting $850 back, that's a very good return. Let me go ahead and explain something to y'all. When I was on the storage auction trail and people used to look at the money I was spending, they used to say, that's too much money. Like, if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a unit, I got to make $8,000, $10,000. These dudes never, ever got to the big dog league. Because typically, once you have an understanding of, if I could spend $1 and I get $3 back, I'm good. And once you get that, your brain wrapped around that, you realize that you're going to have to spend a lot of dollars to get a lot of dollars back. And this one guy, he was like, man, you crazy for spending all this money. He didn't know what my margins were. So, this whole, what I call a home run mentality, I spend $250K, I'm going to get $5 million. That's just unreasonable. It's not going to work. Damon John's story is textbook on the power of marketing. Steve Jobs was horrible at business, especially marketing, which is how he lost Apple. Great product, but bad businessman. Yo. You can always start out with a t-shirt hustle. Raya, money can't solve bad ads. You still need to be creative. Got to be the real people in. Exactly. Being the bartender, you have to spend it to get it back. Once you have that marketing skill set, you can basically sell anything. Once you know how to research an audience, that's true. Uncle G, I admit I'm ultra aggressive. 250 spent to get 5 million. That ain't gonna work, man. You probably need to be in the reality of spending 750, because I've seen people who spend $1 million get 10 mil. But what happens is the more that you spend, the greater your returns. So if you spending 50K, because I knew some dude, he spent 50K in a year and his business did 350K, which was good for him. He got 300,000 on top of the 50 he spent plus all that back. But based on my research, the people, and it's very interesting how this goes. The people who are spending the most make the most money consistently. When I was in the storage auction business, I realized that all the big dogs kept spending that money. And the reason they kept spending that money is because they spent that money, they got it back, so they were able to spend money. But because the number for me was about 15K a month. When I spent 15K a month, I always got the 15K back plus a profit. But when I was spending like 5 to 10, it was very intermittent. It was very sputtery. It was like, all right, we're doing good. Then it'll crash. So this is one of the things that I'm wrapping my head around. And this is why, because I expect next month to probably spend about 10,000 on Facebook ads. And this month I'm going to spend probably 3. I'm not even at 2 because I'm getting ready to do some more testing. What do you think about ClickBank? It's okay if you like that thing. Once again, I'm not into affiliate marketing. I'm about creating my own products. So I don't really know a lot about that. Gerald often people cry too damn much, spend 1 million some months to make 250. I'm happy. Because, the thing is, once I got over that hump of letting that money go, and that's a mental process, because I just kept seeing that the big dogs, month in, month out, they spend that money, they spend that money, they spend that money. And because they spent that money, they were able to spend that money. So the more money you spend in the right direction, the more money you get back so you can reload. Because I had people like, oh, man, you crazy spending that much for a unit. I remember I spent $850 for this 10 by 30. Because I asked the guy, and that's like, he says, no, it's a 10 by 30. And I saw 3 bedroom sets. So that was my money, $850 plus profit just on the bedroom sets. And they were in there. I did about $1,800 on the bedroom sets. So I got my $850 back plus a G just off the bedroom sets. Then there was all this other stuff. The unit probably did about 10K. So once again, many of you folks who have these wild expectations that you go spend a little bit of money and get these massive returns, it happens, but more likely it's not going to happen. Right, gotta let go of that lack mentality. Lack mentality is a business killer. It filters throughout your business. Pretty much. Christian Emerson, to my knowledge, there are no business courses out there that teach this type of information. They sell you a turkey course with the promise of making millions without teaching you how to market. Yeah, marketing is super, super important. And what's happening in the Facebook ads community is because Facebook ads have changed since the election, and they've changed their rules and how they do stuff, but they can still be pretty effective.